Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I got a really good deal on a bunch of strawberries. They had them the quart size on sale for 79 cents, so I bought a whole boatload of them. But it's getting to be strawberry season already anyhow, and so I thought it'd be a good time just to put out like a refresher video on how to store them longer term, because out of almost all fruits out there, berries are like the #1 fruit that'll go bad on you the quickest. And so if you can get them at peak when they're at their best, go ahead and make all those great recipes, but also store some for later use. So today I'm going to be freezing and dehydrating, and I'm going to show you a couple different ways I do that. Okay, now depending on what you're going to want to be using your strawberries for, there's a couple different ways of freezing them. Now here on this cookie sheet I have just whole strawberries. You know, you wash them, pat them dry with a paper towel, and then cut that top off, and then you want to freeze them like this. So however many cookie sheets or however much room you have in your freezer, put these straight in the freezer, and then when they're frozen solid, go ahead and put those in a freezer bag or some other type of container that's made for the freezer, whether it's glass or a vacuum sealer bag, and then go ahead and seal that up. And then when you need them, they won't be all stuck and clumped together. You can grab them one by one or however it is you want. And this is an ideal way to freeze them for smoothies. They do get mushier after being in the freezer, but if you're going to be pureeing them or, like I said, putting them in a smoothie or something, then that's not a big deal at all. Over here, I sliced up a bunch. Now with these, I plan on using these kind of for like strawberry shortcake or a topping. So I sliced them up, and then I'm going to put about, this is a 1/3 cup measure, so I think I'll probably do a 1/4 cup of sugar. And then you just mix it around, let it sit for a little while, just so you see the beginnings of liquid. Then transfer this to a freezer container, and then go ahead and pop it in your freezer. Oh, and you can, each one of these individual strawberries, you can roll them in sugar if you want. Here I'm not doing it, but that's a possibility too. And with these, if you're doing a lot, if you have a lot of strawberries you want to do, you can also make a syrup. So the easiest way to do that when you're freezing is take a cup of, you're going to do 1-to-1 ratio. So say 1 cup of very warm water with 1 cup of sugar. And you want to mix it till that sugar is completely dissolved. And, you know, make sure it cools back down to, say, room temperature. And then put it in with your strawberries and then freeze them that way. And then when you're defrosting them, you can just defrost them in the fridge or on the countertop. You'll have that liquid right there. Okay, another method of storing berries, strawberries, whatever, is to dehydrate them. And on here, this is a new to me dehydrator. I haven't had one of these before, but I put parchment paper because I don't have any of those liner things. I'm looking to get them. I just haven't done it yet because those are really good too if you're making like fruit roll-ups and stuff. But anyhow, you're going to want to cut these into smaller pieces. At least I did. You can slice them as well, but they will shrink up considerably. So if you have these holes in here, you're going to want those liners or, like I said, parchment paper. And for these, part of the reason why I'm dehydrating these in particular, especially cut into these smaller pieces, is because these will go great in baked goods. You could put these pieces, you know, stir them into muffin mix or like a sweetbread, and they'll come out great. They might be a little on the chewy side if they're not being baked for very long. And if you don't want that, then pull out however much you need, let it sit, in warm water for just a few minutes, then strain them and then add them to your mixes. This is also a good way to add to your trail mixes and granola, stuff like that. So it's just another option of being able to store fresh berries for long term. And everybody's dehydrator is different, and your drying circumstances may be different. So I can't tell you exactly how long it'll take you. I want to say basically somewhere between 3 and 6 hours. So depending on your dehydrator, does it have a fan in it or does it not? How big did you cut your pieces? Is your kitchen warm? Is it humid? All of those factors go into about how long it will take you to dehydrate your strawberries. Okay, so that's about it. That's how simple it is to freeze or dehydrate strawberries. And you can do that with most other berries too. So I wish you luck this year in all of your berry picking and all of your harvests. I still have about 6 more quarts to finish up here, so I need to get going. But thumbs up the video if you liked it, and make sure you subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. That would be great of you. It was nice talking to you, and you take care.